Pressing all the buttons. All the buttons have been pressed. Which is working. Here we go. All right. Welcome everyone. Once more to Horizon Forbidden West. Now then. Ah, that's right. That's right. We're going to do the next racetrack. And then go and free Poseidon. No, go collect Poseidon, I should say, not free him.
Mountains are so peaceful and quiet. I don't like it.
Aloy! You made it!
I was hoping you'd show up. You'll be happy to know you have a special audience today.
Oh yeah! Red Tea's coming, isn't he? Bet he heard he's got some serious competition now.
You win this race, maybe our reigning champion will be up for taking you on. Get her what she needs, will you, Hacks?
You got it. Ready to show us what you can do on that track?
Always.
Let's do this.
Speed up, hit other riders.
Yeah!
Not just get ahead!
Let's go!
Gotta go!
Now that's what I call a win. Here, let me know if you feel like giving it another go. Just for fun.
Thanks.
A fine win. I have to say, seeing such a rampage unleashed on the track was breathtaking.
Oh, he speaks now.
I came back to let the squad know I found a new track for us south of the desert.
Nice.
You might find it a bit more stimulating than what you've been doing. That is, if you're brave enough for the challenge.
This coming from someone who won't even show his face?
I'll show you my demons if you show me yours. On the track, of course.
Oh, so we're racing now?
Only if you hear the call. Wouldn't want you pointing that bow at me if you didn't mean it.
How considerate.
I'll see you on the track then.
All right, let's knock him down a peg. Ooh, silver ingots, nice. Oh, I have a lot of skill points to spend. Oops. Yeah, it's literally just maxing out the super modes now. Alrighty, so let's see. South of the desert, huh? Yeah, that tunnel is still locked, which is annoying. Alright, let's see here. Oh, hey, I found there's an unknown shelter down there. Neat. First. Oh, it's right down there. Okay. Apparently, I have a campfire right next to it. I assume this is the final race, since Mr. Special Man, Super Name, Champion has, you know, actually challenged me.
Aloy! Red Teeth isn't here yet. I just wanted to check out the track first.
All right. I'll come back later.
Ah, okay. So this is locked for the moment. Okay, okay. Well, first, let's go unlock this thing. Apparently, I never grabbed. Ah, then it's Poseidon time. Poseidon, Poseidon. If anyone watching this has not heard of the musical Epic, it is a musical following the Odyssey and is quite good. There's no like official animation or anything, it's just the songs, although plenty of people have made their own animations for them.
Place to rest.
Yep, that's what I'm looking for. Whee. Squeak, 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 squeak. Save. Camera, do I have anything to upgrade at the moment? No. Alright. Ah, yes, that's what I was going to do. I have a glider. I'm gonna use it. Ah, pristine skull. Very nice.
Wind's turning a lot of dust. I bet it stings.
Yes, yes, excuse me, coming through. I should probably do some farming in this game. I've had other games I've needed to farm in off stream, but now that we're actually doing story missions, I should probably get some farming done off stream
Wings
to
holding up?
upgrade some more shit. Tower of Tears, huh?
Camping here. Looks like there's something behind that tunnel.
Before I go check that out. Aha! Ha ha ha! Hammer burst boltcaster. Neat. Oh! I already own a hammer burst boltcaster. Huh. Didn't realize you could buy stuff you can find in chests. Neat. Oseram?
I almost had him. I was so close.
To drowning, maybe. Not to the embers. Morlin, it's over.
Well, not for me, it's not.
Then you're going to die. Alone. Because we're not sticking around to fish out the corpse. We're through.
So the visionary's fate hung in the balance. Would he choose life or succumb to deadly delusion?
Hello. So, there's an ancient city under the sand, but it's flooded.
Suddenly a Nora spear maiden appeared.
Yeah, okay. Well, you're not typical Delvers. That's for sure. What's this?
I call it a diving bubble. This is the Mark I. The Mark II was better, but it got stuck halfway down. Air tube snagged.
You went down in that.
Yeah, I hardly expect a layperson to understand.
Because that's pretty smart.
I'm sorry. May I remind you, you got stuck inside and nearly drowned.
It'd have to be portable, though. Machine kneecap, maybe?
Well, you'd need a filter.
Synthetic membrane would do it. With a hose to a
Compressed
compressed
air capsule, hammer and tongs.
What is this? What is happening here?
No. Do not help his delusion.
She's a stranger.
You got a name?
Aloy.
Moreland. Not a stranger anymore.
You're a damn fool.
Come on. I got the original schematics over here.
Oh, well, hold on. Just a couple of questions first.
Fair enough. Partner?
Partner?
Don't mind him.
What's so important down there that you'd risk your life?
Well...
Moreland, I'm not interested in salvage, okay? Whatever you find below is yours.
Well, all right. Then what if I told you we were delving for the most spectacular treasures ever scribed by man or maid?
I'd say get to the point.
No nonsense. I like it. Behold, an ember.
Looks like a piece of junk.
Well, now, yes, but with a proper spark. These magnificent creations of the old ones paint mesmerizing pictures in the air, and the ruins below us are full of them. A feast for the eyes beyond description. Just as my old Gramps promised me.
So these embers project images?
Paintings of light. It's amazing stuff. This one showed the most beautiful woman you've ever seen, beckoning all to a buffet of lobster and succulent beefs.
Are they propaganda?
I must have watched it about 100 times as a child in my old Gramps workshop.
Is it like commercials, basically? Like
What happened to
flyers?
Over time, they die out. I cried the day that this one's light faltered. But there are many more below, as you'll see if you get down there like I did and my old Gramps before me.
How did your grandfather discover these embers?
He was here 40 odd years ago. He was one of the first to lead a delving party into the West. He discovered the ancient city around us, plumbed the depths of this very structure. He found the hollow underneath and the glowing embers all about. Took as many as he could and brought them home. He always wanted to come back and get more, but, well, never scraped up the yards. What he really wanted to do was use the embers to put on a show, one unlike the world has ever seen.
Sounds like quite a guy.
He was a true delver and a true showman, and I miss him. But I will do him proud. I will gather the embers and put on a spectacle that would have amazed even him. With your help, of course.
So what exactly happened down there?
It was a delve like no other. A chance to follow my old Gramps' footsteps. Beneath this structure here is an enormous hollow, a dome protected from the sands. We built this elevator here to ensure easy egress and exit. It's quite a contraption, actually, and not so easy that...
Right. Again. What happened?
At the bottom, we beheld the treasure my Gramps first discovered. Painted images in the air of every description. Dancing women, games and coins and promises of jackpots. I don't know what that is, but it's gotta be good. But then, something went wrong. The images turned nautical. Waves went through them, even fish. It's like a strange underwater dream.
Poseidon's dream.
Yes. Well, suddenly there was this terrible rushing sound, and then An explosion of water erupted from the floor.
So water just shot up from the floor and filled the place up?
It was a raging flood unlike anything I've seen. We ran like forge fire and barely made it up the elevator as a wave just crashed beneath us. Shaken, but not stirred, I built the diving bubbles Mark 1 and Mark 2. I tried the descent in each, but I nearly drowned both times. Abaddon's beside himself. He thinks I'm insane. But I can't give up now. I've come too far. And the embers are just barely within my reach.
Well, maybe I can help.
Yeah. Maybe you can.
You guys don't seem like average delvers.
We're not really delvers at all. We're showmen.
Like, performers?
You're Nora, and thus unfamiliar with the arts. We stage spectacles all around the claim. Stemmer tells stories, which I augment with all manner of sounds and fireworks, and Abaddon, he, well...
Complains?
He handles the money, which amounts to about the same thing. When we delve, it's to find gear for my theatrics. Which makes this delve the most important one of all.
How deep is it? Can't I just swim down?
Only if you have gills. You can stack 50 kegs in that shaft.
Leave it to the Oseram to measure something in kegs.
Talking liquid depths, I'd say it's apt.
After not, sounds too deep to hold my breath.
Hence, our new invention.
Let's get the parts.
I'd better get after those parts.
There's a fully intact compressed air capsule in the Mark II, but like I said, it's stuck in the shaft.
If you made it back up alive, I should be able to swim down that far.
All right. As for the other parts, Stemmer scouted a herd due south of here that should have what we need.
I'm on it.
Great. I'll come back when you get the gear. Good hunting.
Ooh, you sell weapons?
Probably get a guest list of 50. So we'd need at least 3 dozen kegs. Brown ale, maybe. No, for him, scrapper sap.
Are you planning a party?
Budgeting for Moreland's funeral, thanks to you. I was this close. We were gonna move on. Leave all this nonsense behind, and you come along, and you spark your wet noodle idea.
It's going to work.
I've heard that before.
So, how does someone like you end up working for someone like Moreland?
I work with Moreland. We got 3 equal claims in this venture. I saw one of his early shows. Back when it was just him and his inventions. Works of flame, lights, and shadows, all kinds of gizmos. Never seen the like. But the man is all spectacle. No sense. Bleeds shards like you get the idea. Without me to handle the finances, his dreams would be sunk. More sunk. Wish we were back in the claim. Plenty of normal shows to do without the salvage from this blasted place.
And yet, you're here, in the middle of the desert, delving for his dream.
It was a good one. But sometimes, a dream has to die.
Not this time.
This dream of Moreland's.
Is going to get him killed.
Let's say it doesn't. What happens after he gets the salvage down there?
Then we put on the greatest show the world's ever seen.
I hope we get to see it.
We'll have special seating, premium ale, the works. Moreland will do his light spectacle thing. Stemmer will get their eyes a-sparkling with his tales, and I'll be selling tickets. It's a nice thought, anyway.
You're passionate. You just don't want to show it because you're trying to be practical.
Moreland mentioned you were showman.
What? An Osram can't be anything other than a delver, tinker, or drunkard? Okay, sure, we are delvers too, but that is not our main source of income. Mostly, we go town to town, putting on shows.
These shows, what are they? What happens at them?
Tales and spectacle. Moreland's got the technical know-how. Builds all manner of inventions, whirligigs of light and sound, cannons that shoot fire and showers of sparks, and Stemmer
Keeps them enthralled. The tales of adventure in the smoothest baritone.
Yeah.
That.
And you?
Me? Who do you think handles the financials for the whole blasted thing? Those two might have the sparks, but do you think they know their way around shards? No, they don't.
So Moreland was down in this ancient city, and
The three of us went down below.
you?
I can delve too.
Right. And then what happened?
What do you think? Water rushed in, we ran. And Moreland built that blasted thing. Nearly got himself drowned. Twice. You want the finer details of his stupidity? You ask him.
I'm always willing to engage in some commerce.
See what you got. Oseram Striker. Oh, it's a very rare. Nice, nice. And Ice Storm Blaster. Also very rare, but I do not have the shards right now. That being said, see what I can scrounge up. I can't afford to sell Apex Hearts anymore now that some of them are used for upgrades. I might be able to buy one thing from you
I'll
later.
leave you alone.
Do us a favor. Leave us all alone.
The stout-hearted huntress approached. Her appearance as sudden as a spark of destiny. When the delve was at its direst.
Do you always speak
That's,
like that?
Quite the introduction.
Maybe a little internal rhyme instead. A maiden arose from the very sands that bore our woes. Nah, too trite.
What is it with you and all the words?
That's what I do. The stalwart storyteller gazed upon the maiden with well-earned pride in his life's work. Stemmer Wordsmith, at your service.
How did you end up following Moreland out here?
Bright-eyed Moreland held his dreams aloft like a burning candle. And where that light went, the hearts of men were sure to follow.
So you admire him?
Admiration is but a gentle fire. It's the spark that delvers and tinkers and rogues alike are sure to warm to.
Okay, guess that answers something. Your friend over there doesn't like me too much. The loud one.
The old bean counter has the personality of a moss-eaten rock. But oh, what a wicked mind for money. And a memory as long as life, or even the smallest debt.
By that, he means he owes me shards. 147, to be exact.
But as sharp as he was in things pecuniary, he had a dull forgetfulness for how many times a certain wordsmith saved his hoary hide.
147. 147.
What exactly does a wordsmith do?
Like a tinker at the forge, a wordsmith hammers out words to entrance all who hear them. The young, the old, and frequently the inebriated.
I didn't take the Osram for storytellers.
They say the only thing makes a cold brew go down easier is a tale of times gone by.
But it's always best to hit the road before the keg runs dry.
Why's that?
Oh,
Oh, well, the Osram could get mighty agitated if they run out of drink, or if they don't like your story.
So you're saying being a wordsmith can be dangerous?
Oh, yeah. Story goes the wrong way, Osram will throw stuff at you.
What, like fruit?
More
Hammers.
like chairs or grenades. But the veteran wordsmith persevered through it all, hammer in hand, ready to give as good as he got. How do you think we got here all the way from the claim anyway, past those blasted machines? It wasn't by talking.
Fair due.
Got to go see someone about an underwater city.
And lo, the huntress went forth.
Alright, I'm gonna get the machine part first, then I will delve to the,
According to Moreland, the herd should be south of here.
then I'll go and swim down to try and get the mask bit. Pigeon, pigeon.
Well, this is where Moreland said the herd would be. They must have moved on. I need to pick up their trail. Better look for tracks.
Hello, Greenshine, what?
There. Tracks should lead me to the herd. Perfect. Keep this green shine for later. There's the herd. I should have the parts I need. Should use shock ammo. Oh, the storm's whipped up a sand spiral. Great. Okay, got them all. Where did the herd go? More machines? I better deal with them first.
Alrighty. I do like how useful the sharp shot bow has become. Now that I have a decently upgraded one. And that super shot it does. Like Jesus fucking Christ, it does so much damage.
It looks like the herd's caught between those sales cars. Maybe to my village.
What? It must have turned slightly, and it must have hit the armor instead of the actual part it was aiming at. Go away. Oh my god, this thing's like literally on me. Come on, you stupid thing. There's a gate. Oh my god. Kidding me? Hi, Sleepy. Glad you made it. Glad you are loving the lovely mechanized killing machines. Come on. Come on. Come on. my death kangaroo, go! Fight! Fight for my amusement.
Using frost will help here.
Well, now I've upgraded to a bigger monster. Oops. Had the wrong bow equipped, that's fine.
Synthetic membrane's the right size, but it's ripped. Gotta try another machine. This membrane's damaged too.
Good job, beastie. Now, trade. What? Excuse me? There we go. Really?
I should check if one of these machines has an intact membrane. Looking up for that?
Alrighty. I'll head back and go swimming. Tower of Tears. Alrighty. Time to go for a swim.
the
from this
compressed air
place.
capsule.
Well,
I
good
should
thing that
have all
Aloy
the
showed
parts
up.
to build this thing now.
We'll see.
Better get
The
back to
longer
work.
their sojourn in the desert, the crustier the shard counter's mood became.
Hey, bud.
What can I do for you, partner?
I've got everything I need to build the
The incredible diving mask.
I think diving mask is enough.
I won't quibble. The workbench is all yours.
Yay, new special gear. Diving mask. Kneecaps, new brain, compressed air capsule. Let's craft. I can also apparently upgrade some things. Oh, because I got the fragment, I'm guessing. Lightning, hunter bow. Oh, I got need machine core. Let's see. Is there anything? Okay. Thunderbolt shredder, rip steel shredder, relentless bolt blaster. It's just damage. Sure, we'll do this one. Taru Thresher. Oh, hold on. It seems a wild bot has appeared. And the wild bot is now gone. Darn, need a green shine cluster for the next upgrade. Alright. That is fine.
Whoa. There's a marvel. If it works, you'll let me try it? I want to get down there and get those embers.
Assuming I don't drown.
So what are you really looking for down there?
It's hard to explain. Something that caused a malfunction in the apparatus that controls the old city. I think it started the flood.
Well, I thought we started the flood. Like we sprung a trap. I don't know how we were detected. Like I said, the dancing lights around us changed, turned to sea life. There was this flash of red, and the roar of water surging in.
Wait, a flash of red?
A red light from a spot near the grate on the floor where the water burst through. It was like a beacon.
Or a warning. Thanks. That might help.
I hope it does. And good luck down there.
Alright, let's see how this thing works.
Okay. Time to see if this thing works.
Yes! I now have infinite breathing.
I can actually breathe down here.
This opens up so many areas that I couldn't get to before.
Diving mask seems to be holding up. I've never been able to swim this deep before.
Holographic sea life, yep. Where it started.
It started right here, more than 30 years ago. Back when this casino was still called the Temple. One big bet turned my fate around. But now, fate's dealt its greatest hand ever to everyone. I have to turn the lights out one final time. And the waters of my adopted home will at last run dry. Well, if a dream has to die, at least I can say goodbye first.
Stanley Chen. What did he do here?
Ah, more lore over there. Is that Stanley Chen, looking back. Data corruption, partial. Las Vegas, May 4th, 2060. 20 years ago this week, Stanley Chen broke ground on one of the most ambitious construction projects in American history, even though many Americans didn't want him there. As he struck his spade in the barren soil, the CEO quipped how resentment against Chinese political influence had turned Vegas into a boiling hotbed of nationalistic sentiment, but how his immense fortune had cooled that down, finally warming Americans to his idea of a new Las Vegas. Who would have believed at the time that he would become one of the most beloved figures of the clawback era? But Stanley Chen has always been one to defy the odds, literally. In 2035, during a meeting with potential investors at the Old Tempo Hotel, Chen watched in horror as his water filtration startup drowned before his very eyes, realizing too late that his once trusted lawyer had sold critical patent info to the competition. The resulting chain reaction of busted deals wiped him out, leaving him with only $88,000 to his name. Devastated, Chen decided to leave his future to fate. He went to the casino floor and placed all $88K on a roulette wheel, number 8. It hit. The resulting 37-to-1 payout netted him nearly $3.2 million, enough to rejuvenate his dream of starting a successful business. He threw himself back into his work, eternally thankful for his lucky new lease on life. 5 years later, it wasn't Chen that needed saving, but Vegas itself. The hot zone crisis had strangled tourism. Years of ever-increasing heat had dried out the county completely. Water, in critical demand everywhere, was now too expensive to import. Abandonment seemed to be the only option. City of Lights was about to go dark forever. But Stanley Chen couldn't let that happen. In 5 years of incredible success, he had turned $3.2 million into $200 billion, selling water filtration technology that data corrupted. Callback ping. Callback ping.
Nautical lights. It must be Poseidon's doing.
It is very beautiful. I will give Poseidon that. What is up here? What's up there is an invisible ceiling that I can't go past. Okay. That's where I came in up there. I want to use through door number 1. I do like these moments of peace where you can just enjoy the, like, actual view in the game. There's a lot of very interesting locales.
Poseidon's down here, somewhere. Gotta find where it's hiding.
Alright, Poseidon.
Whoa! There's no way to find that thing underwater. I'll have to be careful.
That's a Tide Ripper. So plot-wise, this would be your first meeting with the Tide Ripper.
This place is massive. And all of it's encased in a dome.
Oh, there's another. Oh.
Sure you can tough out the cold. Frost won't help.
Oh my, okay. Really wish you could fight underwater in this game. Custom order. Data corruption, partial. Hey Wendy, I had to leave early today. Could you handle something for me? The custom order for Mr. Tubaville in Family Suite 115 just came in. The receipt makes it very clear that it is not to be sent to his room. He wants the package sent out to Miss Olivia in New Paradise. Yes, that Miss Olivia, and no, he clearly doesn't know. So don't you go telling him, girl. If she wants to keep squeezing gifts out of these cheats, then good luck to her. Thought maybe she'd finally get too old to reel them in, but Yang said she saw Miss Olivia on Tuesday and she looked like she was in her early 30s again. Must have gone back in for more work, and it couldn't have been cheap, that's for sure. True or not, I hope I've still got half her energy when I'm in my 60s. Okay, I have to run. Get the gift sent out to her. Usual drone service, see you Wednesday. I see catfishing reaches all new heights in the future. Ping. Alright, ancient supply box over there. Bunker door. Interesting. Let's go get that ancient supply box. I am not doing that ping. It is pinging on its own. When I'm in that screen. Oh, hello. Mind me. Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. You see nothing. Stealth kelp, don't fail me now.
Stay still or swim for it.
Taste of the High Life. Data corrupted. I understand you want me to come back, and I'm missing Jesse too, but this takes the personal touch. Our competitors can shift 100,000 units of vat grown in one call. You know the only way we're going to take some of that business is by building relationships. I've got 3 appointments tomorrow and a good feeling about the first 2. If I land just one of them, it'll be enough to keep the farm going for a few more years. This one chef, he likes to talk about the way you can taste the difference with real meat. He said it's like homeopathy. The texture and composition might be the same, but you can taste the imprint of life. Whatever he's talking about, it seems to sell. And there's a lot of hollow stars at his restaurants. So, just a few more days, okay? They say if you want to take a gamble, you have to come to Vegas. Maybe tomorrow our numbers come up. Ah, there it is. Goodies, goodies, goodies. Chest over there. What? You see nothing. You see nothing.
That must be the red light that Moreland saw when the water rushed in.
So the red light's over here, so we're gonna go check out these large structures before heading down there. Nothing in that pagoda. Let's go check out the one that was in the far back. There's something over here. And something down here, too. Montgo Flyer Flight. Data corruption partial. Data corrupted. The serial creation of the Montgo Flyer Brothers hot air balloon. The second model of the balloon to grace the Las Vegas Strip after the first one was sold to a casino in Shanghai in 2031. The original Montgo Flyers balloon took flight in Paris, France in 1783 and was the first free flight by humans. But the two brave men who jumped aboard weren't the first beings to take to the air. King Louis the 16th insisted on a test flight that sent a sheep, a duck, and a rooster into the skies 3 months earlier than their human data corrupted.
System shutdown's almost done. The only thing left is to power everything down at the control center. So, I guess this is it. One final walk down the strip, and then it's out forever. At least I won't be around to see it destroyed. The Odyssey will be well on its way to Sirius by the time the swarm gets here. Still, my last memory of this place will be empty. A city that's already dead.
Stanley Chen was one of them. The Zenith.
So I don't know if you could hear what Aloy said because it was very quiet.
Seems like this place really meant something to him.
But Chen is a member of Far Zenith. Thought there was something else over here, but I don't see it now. All right. I assume I can't open the bulkhead door, but we're gonna find out. Oh, hey. I can't get to that bulkhead door. So never mind. Unless... Nope, that's not a hologram. Okay. Alright. Let's go down the hole. How do I go down the hole? Can't examine that yet. Oh, apparently I have to go this way. Hold on. I'm going over here. Don't worry, Mr. Treadripper, I'm gonna kill you later. I do need your fin after all.
Door. Machine spotting me. I gotta find a way to deal with it first. I should take a look at that red light I saw. It was a warning.
Come on. Come on.
It's too slow in here.
Nope.
I won't make it to the door before the machine spots me.
Alright, game. Alright. See what you're on about. Fine.
Alert. Critical flooding detected. Automatic drainage controls offline. To execute an emergency purge, manual reset of primary and secondary pump nodes is required. The purge can then be triggered at the pump maintenance station.
Ah,
If I
okay.
do this purge and drain all the water, I can fight that big machine on dry ground. Looks like I have to reset a couple of pump nodes first. According to the map, there should be an access point for the first node south of here. More machines down here. I'll have to swim around them. Stick to cover.
That is what I have been doing.
There's the access point. Should lead me to the pump node.
Ah, that's what the shiny thing is.
There must be a whole network of these tunnels down here. Water lines for an entire city.
Oh, thank you, honey. I have been gifted the gift of burrito.
I'll dry off. Eventually.
The primer node shut down now. I think last time I was down here was during the Lumiagran incident. A malfunction led to an overflow of detergent in the pipes. Suds rose from every fountain. As we frantically tried to fix it, I looked up and saw everyone in the lobby chasing bubbles the size of basketballs. Young and old alike. Another magical moment in the impossible city.
Yay burrito indeed, Sleepy. Yay burrito indeed. Oh, hello. Boom, boom.
One node down. Better swim back up and find the access point for the second node.
Yeah, but Poseidon's gonna know someone's doing something now.
According to the map, the second node should be on the other side of the door.
Goodbye, Mr. Robotic Alligator.
Another access point. Should get me to the second node.
Oh, nope, that's not a... Ah, there we are.
Just shut down the secondary node. No more water for the fountains. No more shows. No one left to appreciate them anyway. I'll never forget the city's grand reopening. The fountains had been bone dry for years. No one believed they'd ever return. So, as the first plume arced up in the dome, the music swelling, my heart soared right along with it. The city gave me a second chance once. Now it had one too.
The domes, the water. He was responsible for all of it. Is this easy? I won't budge. Maybe that debris is weighing it down.
Oh. Hello, fire gleam. Problemo.
Okay, let's see if that helped. It's okay. I've taken care of both nodes. Now I just need to activate the emergency purge at the maintenance station.
And then it's open season on all these aquatic machines.
According to the map, the maintenance stations should be at the south end of the dome.
Yep, that big building I saw. I thought so.
There's red light in that tower. Just like at the console I found earlier. That might be the maintenance station. But how to get in? It looks like part of this building collapsed. There might be a way in.
Oh, can I open this door now? I can.
I think I'm in the maintenance station now. I just gotta find a console to activate the emergency purge.
Delicious, tasty loot. Money, 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 money.
This looks promising. There should be a console in here. There. Time to dry this place out. That did it! Okay. Now I can deal with that machine guarding the door on the other end of the dome. And once I get past it, I can get to what's waiting on the other side of the door. Poseidon.
Alright, guys. Now you are in my territory.
I guess the purge didn't get rid of all of the water.
That's one I already read about. fair, if it had gotten rid of all the water, there'd probably be no way out. Las Vegas timeline from Miss Chavez's history class. 15,000 BC, mammoths, woolly elephants, came to Nevada before it is called Nevada to eat. 8,000 BC, Native Americans come and draw pteroglyphs, which are different from pterodactyls. 1829, some people from a place called Spain in Europe call Las Vegas, which means the meadows. 1905, the city is made a city and the railroad comes so people can rest and get water. 1931, a big dam called the Hoover Dam is made near Las Vegas. 1946, Benjamin Bugsy Siegel opens a hotel. 1951, big bombs are blown up in the desert. People come to watch the mushroom clouds, and our city is called Atomic City. Lots of hotels are builded. 1956, Elvis Parsley performs in Las Vegas. Okay, so yeah, this is written by a kid. I had my suspicions, but that just confirms it. 2007, a big hotel called the Stardust is exploded. 2030, it gets very hot, the animals die, and the people say it is too hot and go away. 2035, Stanley Chen is very lucky and wins $3.2 million in a roulette wheel by guessing the numbers. 2037, people from Nevada and Arizona and California fight against robots when the government tries to make them leave because it's so hot. Almost nobody comes to Las Vegas anymore. 2040, Stanley Chen has used the lucky money and made more from making water that you can drink without getting diseases that make you sick. He pays his money for a big bubble over our city in a hotel called The Fountain. 24/7. My school, Stanley Chen Elementary, is opened for children. Thank you, Mr. Chen, for everything you have paid for our city where we live and for stopping it from turning into a desert. Alright, yep, alright, got that one.
Could set that machine on fire. Purge left these machines behind. Let's sneak by them. The big one first.
How did you get up there? No. Seriously, how did you get up there? That was satisfying. Just bop, bop, bop. Oh, some
Behind the
actual
clouds,
plans.
fresh and wet.
Okay. Voice to text transcript. Data corruption partial. P. Collins. This is the land of the free. How can we be free if we can't even drive our own cars? Smith Richardson Ogler 7. As your lawyer, I must remind you that removing the car's self-drive automation could lead to... The whole point of this case is to turn my fine vintage automobile to its original ORIGINAL condition, and that means no robots. Yes, and in our papers, this is a piece of history, American history, from when we made things. Do they want all our history to vanish? I'm not sure that the court... Oh, I know the court will say it's just a car. Safety must come first, blah, blah, blah. Yes, it is likely that, but that's not what this is about. It's about returning this car to its original, unchanged, unbridled American, data corrupted. Oop, okay.
Okay. Poseidon is through there. But where did that machine go?
Hey, Lloyd! It's a miracle!
Oh, you idiot.
Was this you? Did you lower the waters?
Yeah, but there's a new problem. That thing's in our way.
Yeah, it's gonna be difficult to get the embers with that around.
As the scrappy band of adventurers beheld the beast, they knew what they had to do.
What? Are you crazy? Hush now. She saved our Delph.
Okay then. Stay up here and start firing when I engage.
No.
Places. Get to that overhang.
Remove that. Annoying weapon. You. Oh my god. Yes. Now that's gone, it's time to get your tail. Really? Fuck you. That was weird. You want to hit how mobile these things are on land? They just should not be this mobile at all. Come on. Oh my god. time. Every time I go to hit it, it moves its tail to the last fucking second. Like, I'm having to take damage in order to shoot the tail. Now then. I dodged that, but okay, game. What? How did that hit me? How did that not hit it? So very annoying. Be acided, so that way your armor comes off a bit, like can actually.
Down it goes!
Well, no.
Aloy! You did it! Come on, gentlemen, get a move on.
At least I got the tail. The disc is just a very annoying weapon to let it have because it's a constant AoE around it while it's doing other things. So, that's why I'm like, no, we need to get rid of that.
Everyone okay?
Fracas never heard anything.
I will be talking to them, but I thought there was another... Marister Suite. From Dominic Proshko to Stanley Chen. Subject, Marasa Suite, up again. Stanley, I just spoke to our brother. Suite water prices will likely increase again this week, meaning it will be very tough to close the budget gap on the second strip project. I think it's time to pull the plug. It's hard to believe that we offer a closed climate system that's 99.9% efficient, but we can't afford the reservoir we need to start it up. What we did with the fountain and environs just isn't repeatable, I guess. Now it's today's prices. Sorry, I know you'll be disappointed. Dom. Any more mushrooms? No.
You guys all right?
More than all right. We did it! All the embers we could ever want, and it's all thanks to you.
Very, heartwarming. But maybe we can just, grab what we came here for and get out before any more of those things decide to show up.
Now, shard counter. Nothing wrong with a little reveling. Though we should probably let our flame-haired friend get going. I believe she has business down here, does she not?
Right, of course. You need any help?
I can handle it from here.
Very well. We'll start taking some of the embers upstairs. Holler if you need us.
Thanks.
Alrighty. One second. What's up? Alright. Now then. The first of many months. I'm assuming those relics we're even finding we're going to end up giving to him. I'm pretty sure they
Sun
are
should
those
be somewhere
embers.
beyond this door. Time to bring it home. Well, don't have to worry about running out. Okay. Poseidon should be hiding in some kind of processor. I need to find a console to gain access to it.
And then what is going to go tits up when we do?
There. I should be able to use that console.
I can't do it. I can't give up on this place. I'm leaving everything on standby. The system's equipped for runs for decades, if not hundreds of years. It's a long shot. But maybe someday, against all odds, someone will find this place again. Marvel at its lights and wonders. Discover a fortune and boundless opportunity. Make it their own dream. After all, if the city can give me a second chance, if water can flow in a wasteland, anything's possible.
He was right.
I like Chen. Hacked again. Data corruption. Partial. Data corrupted, hidden in the AC code, so someone must have inserted it via a thermostat interface. Pretty funny, actually. You know the holo ad for the Crave Men review over at the vodka? Well, their loincloths disappeared. Run for almost an hour before we shut it down. Trickles aside, we can't let it happen again. I've been over the environment and holo systems, and they look okay. On your shift, have a look at the water infiltration code. Hate to think what might happen if those systems were compromised. It would be a lot worse than a few naked Neanderthals in the strip.
I'm here to bring you home, Poseidon. To Gaia. Elizabeth Sobek. Alpha Prime.
Master override activated. Restoring Poseidon's subordinate function to original code.
Okay. Gotta bring this back to Gaia.
Excuse me.
System reboot initiated.
Looks like taking Poseidon triggered a restart of the city's power system. Roland and crew must have headed back up top. With all the embers they could carry, but...
I'm gonna be honest, I liked it better with the underwater life. But that's just, you know, that's just my personal preferences.
An elevator. Moreland must have built this before the place flooded. Might still work. Be nice not to have to climb back up.
I shall now, while I ride the elevator, eat a piece of sweet bread. So I have sweet bread. If you don't know what sweet bread is, I pity the life you've lived.
Whatever she did, she must have powered up the whole city. How much did all this cost?
What's going on out there?
Oh my god, is the holograms outside too? Oh, they are. Okay, that's
Show my old Gramps always wanted.
There's another.
His dream realized, his old Gramps' legacy ensured. Our hero beheld the sea of desert lights and wept at his good fortune.
When I saw the Embers as a child, I never dreamed they could be like this. Thank you, Aloy. Well, did you find what you were looking for?
I did. And now I have to move on.
Oh. Oh. Come back when you can. I got big plans for this place.
I thought you wanted to put on shows with the Embers back in the claim.
Oh, no. This is the show. Oh, can you imagine? Folks from all over the land coming to take it all in. Plus some food and a nice place to stay.
Not to mention a variety of entertainment venues.
Don't forget, games of chance. Plenty of shards to be had there for certain.
Okay, so we're just remaking Vegas.
In your
Got it.
dream, huh? I hope you make it happen. Goodbye, gentlemen.
This delve is a story for the ages. All thanks to you.
If Moreland and crew's gonna stay, maybe I should come back and check on them later. For now, I need to get Poseidon back to Gaia. But with all the ruins here, might want to look around before I head back. And with my new diving mask, I can swim as deep as I need to. Like at those deep water sites I found earlier.
Alrighty, alrighty. It is time to check out some of these diving spots. Like I can now do the underwater salvage, for instance, but there was another one. Aha!
Machine's weak to purge water.
Hello, green shy. Saw a path. Yes, I did. What? Fuck you. Cluster or a slab? Oh, it might just be a chunk, actually. Jesus, this place is full of green shine.
Save this green shine for something special.
Why don't you and your friend have a little conversation? Oh, Jesus! Well, my buddy's gonna just finish you off. something else here? So much green shine. Like, this is gonna let me upgrade quite a few things. So I found all the green shine here. Assuming that's what it means by saying that this area has been completed.
Stuff for the stash.
Alrighty. Let's see what's... You okay? Let's see what's through here. Ooh, look! Something to blow up. Kaboom.
A rush of air.
Hello, green shine. Alright, so that is that swimming spot done. I know there's a few others I had found. Yep, the gouge is just part of that. Oh, so the Fang is now moved in over there. That's wonderful. There was one early on. Sunken Cavern, the Shining Wastes. Ah, okay. So if there's still stuff to get there, it will not say completed. I see. Interesting. Let's go all the way to the beginning real quick. Because, yep, there are places over here that say there's still stuff in them. Okay. I think I'm going to go to base. What is that? Interesting. I think I'm going to go to the base first, and then I'm going to go to all these places. And yes, the base is probably going to lead into a plot mission and everything, but I still have one more thing to get, so it's not going to change too much. But yes, it is going to open up more missions for me to do. But I'll go do all the little side areas before doing the main missions. Well, the side quests. I need to go and let's see what's new. Oh. still need frost claw webbing. Okay, I need a bunch of the bolts, and I need to kill a bunch of stalkers. Okay, so frost claw, shell snapper, and stalker. I need to get some bits from for that. Okay, okay. Yep, Utaru Thresher. Needs a slab now. Okay. Sunshot first, which also needs slabs. Oof, Stormbird. Alright, alright. Alright, let's see.
Aloy, you think we can talk?
I see politics stay the same no matter how much time passes.
Hey, I was hoping you'd show up. I have something for you. Let's commemorate our mission. We did good together.
Yeah, we did.
Oh my god, you can play Strike again? Sure.
I see you've got Strike set up. Mind if I have a go at it?
Really? Sure. Let's do it.
Oh, baby, you're a beginner. Ravager, Skydrifter, Scrounger, and Claw Strider, huh? Okay. Okay. Snap Maw, Snap Maw. We're just gonna go with my old stable right now.
Here goes nothing. I'm done.
No, that would only bring it one closer. In that case, we're going to plop you up there for now. And plop you over there.
What should I do? All yours. My turn.
Really now?
Your turn. There it goes. That one's a goner. One piece left.
Long legs
Better be careful.
is odd. Don't know why
Really?
I'm taking damage or why
Fine.
that bounced.
I see how it is. Looks like you've only got one piece left.
Oh yeah, no, I've lost this, but
Looks like I got lucky. You want a rematch? Into the forge we go. You're up. you gotta go and ruin my strategy like that?
Again, why am I taking more damage from that?
Gonna have to rethink my strategy here. And they're gone. Off the board they go. Oh, that's not where I want that piece to be. Okay, I can do this. Let's see what you got. Time to make a move. Your move, Aloy.
What?
Let's see. I'm done.
I don't understand. Whatever.
Ah! I had that machine right where I wanted it. Time to make a move. Your turn. And it's out. Okay, I can do this. All yours. Yep, you win. Back to business then.
I should go.
Back to studying it is.
Looks like you've been busy.
Very. You have nothing new though, so...
I've gotta go. Don't burn the place down.
I won't. No promises for Aaron, though.
I was wondering when you'd be back.
Oh?
Anything interesting happen while I was away?
Aaron told us how you tracked down the Oseram supplying Regalla with machines. In fact, he's quite adamant about relating the tale at least twice a day. But I can tell it meant a lot that you asked for his help.
I wouldn't have been able to track them down if it wasn't for him.
Which is something that you need to take to heart.
I should get going.
You cannot do everything yourself.
May you unearth that which you seek.
He has something new to say.
It's been a while.
My time has been well spent on training, I assure you.
Did Aaron tell you we found the people who gave Regalla's rebels the power to override machines?
He told me of the battle. I suggested he etch this victory on his fighting arm with one of our inkers.
Is he going to do it?
He didn't say no.
That would be nice.
I should head out.
On the
That little
wings of the
cultural
Ten.
exchange. Hello? Oh, just open the door. That's the stash. Nothing else new here. Oop, nope, wrong one. This is what I want.
Oh. Aloy. Hey.
Anything new?
Me again. Was there something else?
Nothing new.
Wow.
Okay.
You go. Okay.
Welcome back, Aloy. I see you have recovered Poseidon.
I have, but first.
There we go. More data for the dome.
Thorn Marsh, Sentinels. Sure, let's go with the marsh.
I like this one.
Well, let me talk to her until I insert the kernel, apparently.
Aloy, can you come downstairs? Beta has something you need to hear.
Okay. I'll be right down.
Aloy, I have managed to unlock additional rooms within the facility.
Ooh.
Got it.
Very
Hey,
nice.
Gaia. Me again.
Welcome back, Aloy. Where shall we resume?
So there's a few people here now, and they're learning. All about you, the ancient world. Almost like what was supposed to happen before Apollo was purged.
Yes. While the loss of the Apollo database was catastrophic, there is still much that can be gleaned from the data you have uncovered. For instance, Varl has been reviewing the last recorded entries from those who perished during the Pharaoh Plague. Hearing their hopes and fears made him quite somber.
Anything I should be worried about?
I do not believe so. I have elected not to intervene, to allow him to process this on his own terms.
When I dove down into Vegas, I found data about the man who built the dome over the city, Stanley Chen. It turns out he was a member of Far Zenith. But if he loved Vegas so much, why did he abandon it? Why not try to save it?
The Zeniths, at their core, have proven to be exceptional survivalists. Faced with overwhelming odds of extinction, they chose to flee.
Even still, what he achieved. Water to the wasteland, an entire city brought back to life. 1,000 years later, the whole place was still on standby, just waiting for someone to come along and wake it up.
Nothing new on either of that? Okay.
I guess I should get going.
As you say.
Alright, what new and interesting catastrophe has befallen us. That one. That's an elevator shaft. Stairs. Exit.
Oh, looks like I can open that door now.
Oh, this door.
There's a lot of equipment in here. Gaia, what was all this for?
This room was designed for management of the facility's vast seed banks. From here, control center operatives would have monitored new crop rotations into the automated farmlands, now known as Plainsong.
I see.
I've been tackling the design of the Ag Lab. Place is gonna have a lot of seed stock to work with. My favorite? Sample 626. Calotropis gigantea. The crown flower. We used to have one in our backyard. Butterflies always fluttering around. Every morning, August would run out there to check under the leaves. See if any caterpillars turned into chrysalises. Now, I'd like to imagine that the future will be filled with them.
I see you cut that too, Sleepy. I doubt that's a coincidence. Like, I'm sure they did that on purpose.
According to this console, there are still thousands of plant samples stored deep below the facility. I could ask Gaia about them the next time I talk to her.
Sweet. Let's see if I can talk to her now.
Welcome back.
Yep.
Hey, Gaia.
Hello, Aloy.
I found some data in one of the rooms you unlocked. It mentioned that there are still functional seed banks beneath this facility. Why is it there?
My predecessor was tasked with reconstituting the biosphere with primary and secondary plant species. Had everything gone according to plan, humans would have eventually been able to introduce tertiary species, including new crops.
Can we access them now?
Unfortunately, it will have to wait. I require control over the machines in order to access and distribute the preserved seed stock.
And for that we need Hephaestus. It's something to look into later then.
Very nice.
I'll be on my...
I wish you...
Daddy sure does love his little big man.
She found that recording from the data on your focus. She's been watching it a lot. I think it helps calm her.
Makes sense. I doubt she's felt much love in this.
I used to watch this a lot too. Whenever I wanted to take my mind off things.
Daddy sure does love his little big...
But there's something you need to tell me?
While you were gone, I came down here to check on her. Then we started talking. Right, Beta? She's been thinking about how to capture Hephaestus, studying the data Gaia gave her. But we started talking about some other stuff. You know, just getting to know each other, right? And then she told me that one of the Zeniths might be different from the others.
Tilda. You saw her at the Hades Proving Lab.
Go on.
On the way to Earth, the Zeniths never showed their faces. My servitor caretaker referred to them as my benefactors, and promised I'd meet them someday, when I had learned enough. And then, one day, a data channel opened in my training interface. In it, Tilda was waiting for me, in a virtual replica of a house on a cliff, overlooking the ocean. It was beautiful. She showed me paintings, books, media files. We met there in secret many times. But a few months later, it stopped.
Can you tell us why, Beta?
I found some data about Tilda at the Hades Proving Lab. I think she was the liaison between Far Zenith and Zero Dawn. She knew Elizabeth Sobek, that's for sure.
Maybe that's why she reached out to you?
What else can you tell us about Tilda? She liked to talk about her paintings. What about herself? Did she ever talk about her life on Earth, how she joined the Zeniths, something like that? She never said much about herself, and she hated it when I asked too many questions. But I think, back on Earth, she was an expert programmer, given that she built a data channel the other Zeniths couldn't detect. Is there anything else about her that we might be able to use to our advantage? She was the first real person who ever bothered to speak to me. I wasn't really assessing her for strengths and weaknesses. You said that Tilda reached out to you using a data channel? It appeared in my training interface as another assignment. When I opened it, there were a series of intermittent glitches. I realized they formed a transpositional cipher. Instructions on how to open up a new virtual space. When I entered it, my training interface disappeared. Instead of the usual holographic teachers and files, I was in a perfect recreation of her home. And you're sure the other Zeniths never knew about it? To them, it looked like I was still in training. Toiling away. Alone. So this secret virtual space looked like a house with an ocean view? I could see whitecaps and hear waves crashing on rocks below. And there were gulls crying outside. Inside, Tilda had frames that showed off her favorite paintings, changing at intervals to match the light. There was an armchair she liked. She'd sit there and gaze outside while I looked through her things. We spent hours in that house. I never wanted to leave. You said Tilda showed you paintings and let you access media files? Every time we met, she showed me a new painting. I think she was Dutch. All of her favorite pieces were from their golden age in the 1600s. Portraits, allegories, ships at sea. She had so many. They didn't interest you? I liked her media portal. It had so much more than my training interface. Clips, shows, holos. My favorite was this one called Second Time Around, about a family whose kid comes back after disappearing during the Hot Zone crisis. Right, but did this portal have anything about the Zeniths themselves? Anything we could use? No. Any information about them was redacted. So Tilda set up a secret virtual space where she could talk to you, a house on a cliff. Then later, she cut you off. But other than the fact that Tilda knew Elizabeth, you don't know why she did those things? I don't! okay? I thought of every possible reason that would make her leave, but whatever I did wrong, I don't know what it is. When I finally met the others, she ignored me. Acted like the data channel never existed. None of this even matters. Tilda's the same as the others. It won't help us defeat them. Okay. Let's leave it at that then.
Poor broken girl.
What's wrong?
I'm trying, Varl. But she is tough to take. I'm out there in the wilds, risking my life every day, and all she can do is hide in there and tell us how hopeless it all is. I'm sorry she's had a rough time, but she is really not helping right now.
You always seem to be on top of everything, so I sometimes forget about what you've been through. I mean, it wasn't that long ago you were so banged up you couldn't even walk. About that. When I pulled you out of the water back near the proving lab, you were muttering Rost's name. You never talk about him. But he raised you, trained you. You must miss him a lot.
Of course I do. But I don't have time to think about that now. I need to get back out there.
Okay. I'll keep working with Beta. Gaia says she knows a lot about Zero Dawn. And maybe she just needs some time to adjust, and then she can help us with Hephaestus.
Sure. But I won't hold my breath.
Oh, Aloy.
Hey, I just, wanted to see how you're doing. I'm fine. And look, about earlier, forget it. Was there anything else?
No, apparently not. Okay.
It's time for me to go.
Yeah, sure.
It's a little loud, Aaron.
I know. It makes you want to punch something. More like someone. You're the one that helped me find it. People make mistakes.
Alright, let's go see if Gaia has anything to say, and then we'll go talk to all of our friends. And we'll go for swims. Many swims.
Hello again, Aloy.
Hi, Gaia.
Hello, Aloy.
So I talked to Beta. Didn't learn much.
It seems to me you did. From what she describes, the Zeniths controlled every aspect of her life, even as they shunned her. This Tilda was the first person she ever had contact with. An abrupt severance of such a relationship would be very emotionally damaging.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Goodbye.
If you keep frowning that hard, you'll get wrinkles.
I just don't get this last part.
Maybe we can look at it together later. Have a conversation about it.
I'd like that.
Alright, Aaron, what do you have to say?
Aloy. Is everything all right? It seemed like you and Varl were down at that basement for a while.
Yeah, everything's fine, I guess.
Well, okay. What can I do for you?
You still sifting through loads of data?
Yeah, it's interesting. There's lots of words. I thought maybe I could try finding things with more, pictures in it. Not much luck there, but I did find out about these holofilms. Like images put together to tell a story. They were made to look like they were the real thing. The Oseram like shows. I bet they pay a lot of shards for those hollows.
It's Seems like you're getting a hang of this data thing.
Yeah, it's been helpful. When I could make sense of anything. I did find the old ones enjoyed a good brew like the rest of us. Only they let machines serve the stuff in bars. They even let the damn things cut you off before you saw the underside of a table. And that's half the fun. You won't see me letting a robot serve me a pitcher anytime soon.
How are things going around here?
Hey, you tell me. Varl's new girlfriend tried to kill me earlier.
What did you do?
I made one joke about how they, you know, eat grass a lot. How does anyone fight with nothing but tree leaves in their stomach anyway?
From the looks of it, the Utaru.
Yeah, well, I wasn't expecting her to be that fast.
Just try not to get hurt. I see someone's been playing Strike.
I'm just trying to get some practice in. Helps take my mind off things.
You should try playing Katalo. It's a Tanakh game. Maybe you'll learn something.
Oh, sure, Tanakh. Sure he won't try and kill me if I win?
Pretty sure. Do I smell ale?
I brought some over from Chain Scrape. With everything that's been going on, I thought we could all use a drink. Besides, there is nothing that brings people together like a good brew. That's what my sister always said, anyways. You're more than welcome to have some.
Maybe another time. I should get going.
Back to reading, I guess. You be careful out there.
Hey, got a sec?
Of course.
All right.
You feeling okay?
I was just thinking about Beta and all that time spent with the Zeniths. To think someone would make a person just to lock them in a room to use when needed, like some sort of tool. Elizabeth Sobek sacrificed herself for the world, and yet they have no trouble treating Beta like a slave.
Another reason we have to stop them. How's training?
Discovering something new about our past every day. When we first met, you asked me if I ever wondered what this world looked like when the old ones lived here. I thought it was strange at the time, but a lot has changed since I left the Embrace. Now I'm just trying to make sense of everything I thought I knew, and versus everything I know now.
The change is hard, but it gets easier over time. It's hard to believe we're dealing with the original Zeniths. The same ones that left for Sirius 1,000 years ago.
To live on for so long, it doesn't seem natural.
Because it's not.
That weapon we found where Beta was hiding, any chance we can use that against them?
Sylens made sure that wasn't an option.
Why would he build something to hurt Far Zenith, yet allow them to capture you?
With Sylens, there's always an angle. We just don't know what it is yet. What do you make of this Tilda that Beta was talking about?
Well, the way she described it, I can't shake off the feeling that Tilda wanted something from Beta. Maybe because she's Elizabeth Sobek's clone? But whatever she wanted, I don't think she got it. If we knew what it was, maybe we could use it to our advantage somehow.
I don't know. I don't think Tilda and Elizabeth were on the best of terms.
Oh well. At least we can take some comfort in knowing the Zeniths don't trust each other.
Maybe. You brought up Rost before. I do think about him. You know, he was all I had. And he brought me up the best he could. Not only that, when Hades discovered who I was and sent the Eclipse after me, he sacrificed himself so I could survive. But that seems like ages ago. So much has happened since. What I'm doing now, I don't think he could even begin to understand it. The Sacred Lands were all he really knew. So I can't let myself dwell on him. Not with everything I have to do.
I understand. Sometimes, when I think about my sister, about what she would have become if she had survived the Proving, it hurts. And I just need to bury it for a while. But only for a while, Aloy. You can't ignore it forever. Memories always come back. The ones that matter, anyway.
I know. But for now, the mission has to come first.
Fair enough.
I should get back out there.
We'll be here if you need us.
All right, next. What? Hi, Zoe.
Aloy.
Hey, how's everything going?
I am well, but Varl told me Beta's having a hard time adjusting to life here with us. I wish there was something I could do to help.
I'm not sure any of us can.
A tree won't bear fruit in a day. We'll do our best to make her feel welcome.
Are you guys training with Erend as well?
If you count trying to stick a spear in his gut as training, then yes.
I've been told. Please tell me you weren't being serious, though.
Of course not.
Good.
I was going for a couple of broken bones. He called the Utaru leaf grazers. Laughed at the idea of us simple farmers being formidable fighters. Before I knew it, he and I were battling it out in the common room. The man is slow, but he can throw a hammer around. Don't look so worried. We're evenly matched. For now. Next time he's going down like a load of boar dump.
Just try not to kill each other.
Injuring his pride should be good enough.
Is there anything I can help with around here?
Oh, no. We're doing fine.
Are you okay?
You and Varl have been friends for a while.
I like to think so.
I was wondering, what do you know about his mother?
Oh.
That bad, huh?
Why do you want to know?
He's spoken of his sister, Vala, but I noticed he avoids talking about his mother.
Yeah.
She's the war chief of the Nora. Best warrior the tribe's ever known. Tougher than a Thunderjaw, but she could be pretty harsh at times.
I see. That must have been hard on him. Thank you for telling me. I feel silly not being able to ask Varl directly.
I wouldn't worry about it. He's probably afraid Sona will scare you off someday.
I'd like to see her try.
Found anything else combing through that data?
Varl and I have been looking into the animals of the old world. Apparently there used to be thousands more species roaming around than there are today. Can you imagine that? I'd give anything to see them, even as holograms. Though I know that without Artemis or Apollo, that may prove difficult. At least I can find comfort in knowing Gaia used many of them as inspiration for her machines. Her memory honors them.
What are you going to learn next?
I'm not sure. I asked Gaia for suggestions, and she brought up data you found on something called a museum? From what I gather, the old ones would store knowledge in them for all to see and learn from, like you've done here for us. Maybe one day more people will be able to use this place to learn the way we have.
That sounds crowded, but nice. The Zeniths did a number on Beta. But she seems to trust Varl.
I still can't believe she told him the Zeniths are immortals. Old ones who cut themselves off from the cycle of life and decay. I've never heard of anything so selfish. To deny our dying bodies to the earth. To doom the life that would bloom in their place. It's despicable.
I should get going.
Good luck on your search.
Here we are. Oh, okay, there's that.
Mind if we have a word?
Of course not.
Does it still hurt?
It comes and goes. I try not to think about it, but its absence is always present for me. It's difficult to explain.
I can't claim to understand. Only empathize.
Then you have my thanks.
Have you spoken with Erend at all?
I've had little chance to. I did see him bring some ale from out east.
That stuff's as bitter as salve brush.
You get used to it, eventually. In fact, I wouldn't mind a drink myself.
I'm sure Erend wouldn't mind sharing. Must be strange, seeing everything through a focus now.
I can see machines like never before. Their strengths and weaknesses simply reveal themselves to me. To think that such a tiny object might be the most powerful weapon I've ever possessed.
What do you think of this place? It must take some getting used to.
It's an efficient center of operations, and an acceptable training facility. Though it could use some more color.
Duly noted.
I don't disagree with him.
I should get going.
If I can help in some way, say the word.
I will. Thank you.
Alrighty. So, before I go swimming some more. Yeah, we're teleporting back here. Because I want to see. I assume he's the one we sell the ornaments to. Oh, he's up. Oh, he did a proper upgrade.
No,
hey, I thought you'd left by now.
Ah, Red. Just who I need.
You know her? Great. Then tell her that going out there is a bad bet.
Well, you tell him he better crank out what he knows before I pummel him in.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Slow down, Della. What's going on?
It's my sister, Boomer. She ran off into the desert. We had a fight.
She wants to make more explosives.
I told her we'd discuss it in the morning after we both had time to cool off. But when I woke up, she was gone. And Spectacles over here was the only one to see her leave. But he refuses to tell me which way she went.
You can't go striking off into the desert. You'll get lost. And if thirst doesn't kill you, the vanishing dread will. You know what happened to the Delvers who went out there last? No, you don't. No one does, because they didn't come back.
Well, what about my sister? She's out there all alone.
Maybe she's a sunk cost.
I'm asking you, Red. Help me find her.
What's the Vanishing Dread?
That's what Stemmer calls the machine that stalks the sands out there. Sometimes you'll see it in the distance. A stationary blur of metal. It'll stay like that for hours. And then the next time you look, gone. Like it was never there.
But what kind of machine is it?
Don't know. No one's ever gone close enough to find out. A few of those delvers went out there once, but all they found was a bunch of sand dunes. But I don't care what it is.
Guessing it's a rock
It's not
breaker.
gonna stop me from finding my sister.
The argument you had with Boomer? What was it about?
Well, it started out as the same old spark and boom. I found her tinkering with one of my prototypes, trying to add explosives, as usual. And when I reminded her that the last time she did that, she nearly burned the whole place down, she just looked at me and shrugged. Then we got into this whole scorched out mess about why we had to leave Chainscrape and come out here. Why, for the love of the Forge, she has to blow everything up.
And what did Boomer say?
Well, that's the thing. She didn't say anything. She just sat there, ignoring me. Even when I went to bed, not a word. And then, when I woke up in the morning, she was gone. She's never done that before. But knowing her, she's gonna get in some kind of trouble out there. And that's why I need to find her.
What brought you and Boomer out west?
That. There was an accident in Chainscrape.
An explosive accident?
Well, you know how Boomer is. So we grabbed our tools and skipped town. Heard about a caravan striking out west after some passage got reopened. Decided to join up.
But why come out here? You could have gone anywhere.
Can't really go back to the claim, and anywhere else is a little too inhabited. At least out here, there's less chance of collateral damage. Besides, this place is gonna be a destination one day, right? Dad always said, get in early.
If you think I can be bribed, know that I only take shards up front. No credit.
Maybe we got in too early.
If Boomer's lost in the desert, I might be able to find her.
I'm coming with you. All this is my fault anyway.
But you'll die.
Where did you last see her?
I suppose if you're with her, the odds of survival do go up. I thought I saw her heading towards the metal arches east of here.
We'll meet at the arches, because I have some things to do.
Then that's where we'll
here
start.
still.
I'll meet you at the arches.
Okay. Join me there as soon as you can.
Give it a rest, would you?
I love it when things in the world evolve as you do shit.
Remedies the train.
Hello, sir.
Despite what I said before, I hope you find Boomer.
I know you do. Ooh, there's lightning, ice, and... okay, that's a good one.
On your way, then. And, don't die out there.
Aw, she likes me.
If you've got strike pieces, I've got the boards.
The Tanakh drove the Red Raids out with half our numbers. Now that
Okay, so
tells
there's
us something.
someone up here to do strike with.
How about it?
Not facing off right now because I will stop time, but that's what we'll start with next time.
Don't blow your blade.
I'm having trouble.
Just like my mother cooked them.
I keep hearing about people riding machines. Not sure what they're all these buildings.
Oh, it's a lot.
So, if we're seeing only a part of it, how high could the old ones build, for fortune's sake?
With these lights on,
The great machine turned and it brought you here to
Stemmer, did you need something?
As a new dream dawned for the adventuring trio, they returned to the depths of the formerly sunken city, where fortune was found behind every crumbling wall as a bulging cave bursts with free-flowing ale. That is, we broke our way into more of the ruins below, and in one of them, the wordsmith beheld a glimmering gizmo, a wonder among a sea of wonders. Alas, the gizmo lay beyond his grasp.
You saw some kind of gizmo but couldn't get it?
A door bars the way, locked by some confounded means. Moreland contemplated explosives, but Abaddon thought the odds of crushing the gizmo under rubble were too high. For once, the Shard counter-skepticism might be warranted. The old wordsmith's hopes were dashed, until a friend with a knack for performing the impossible returned from beyond the sands. Might I persuade you to venture beneath the desert once more?
I'll see what I can do. Where is this place?
Once you're down there, take a right at the statue of the giant man. The ruin rests beside a metal tower. And so our heroine went forth, and the wordsmith's hopes went with her.
You found those face painters, huh? Hope they got what would...
Okay, okay. Before I go log out, I just want to see. That's odd. Oh, there's a new quest over there. Camp Nowhere. Okay. That's odd. There was a salvage group out here. Ah! I just want to see if they've upgraded their camp with the stuff that they asked me to get them.
Okay, get my tools ready. We're making some art.
I bet this rain channel will fetch a price.
Does not look it. Okay. Yep, and you don't have anything.
We can
special
trade
to
another
say.
time.
Okay. Oh. Have a new quest in Camp Nowhere. Just seeing if there's any obvious new quest markers. Don't see any more new quest markers. So we're just gonna go and do that one, and then we will go do all the swimming stuff next time before doing more quests. Well, I'll probably do the strike game first, then swimming. Let's see what I need to do in Camp Nowhere, though.
Everything okay there, Porgif?
Ah! My steel flame friend! Behold!
Oh, your lockbox. The one I found in the tunnel.
Just the one! It was bequeathed to me when my dear ma passed. Never could get the damn thing open, but the lock must have broken off when the rockbreaker attacked. Haven't seen its contents at long last. I want Martha to have it. My sister. She could use it more than me.
Hold on. If it was given to you, why couldn't you get it open?
I lost the key. You know how it is with small objects, big hands. Not that you know how it is exactly. I mean, your hands are dainty, of course. No, not dainty. Well forged. That's it.
Porgif.
All right, I stole the box. It was supposed to go to Martha, but I just wanted something of my ma's to remember her by.
So the box rightfully belongs to your sister, and now you want to return it. What was inside that made you change your mind?
Nothing. I just thought she'd want it back. She and my ma were close. Me, well, guess you could say I was always the stray spot.
All right, Porgif. Sounds like you want me to give this box to your sister. Where is she?
That is a good question. I know she was working in Chain Scrape last.
Huh. I have a friend there. I could ask her.
Ha-ha! Well forced and well connected.
If I'm in the area, I will try to find your sister. At least to hear her side of the story.
Okay. Well, if you see Marsa, tell her I still remember the Flying K.
I bet Petra would know where I can find Marsa. I should pay her a visit the next time I'm in the Chain Scrape.
Awesome. All right. We're going to head. Head back to Ember Spark? Hidden Ember? Hidden Ember. We will save here. And we'll call it here. Next time we'll start with the strike game and then go swimming. But we get a lot done. I can finally swim all the hidden places, all the green shine, all mine. I have like there's like 3 quests that require you to be able to swim deep that I couldn't do before, so now I can finish those off as well. But if you are still watching, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.